Hi, my name is Jason. I'm a leadership development coach, as well as an instructor, facilitator, and assessor in various NPQ programs. In the next couple of videos that I have here onto YouTube, what I'm going to do is to try to help you walk through each different part of that NPQ, especially the NPQH program, to help you get the best out of it. There's no way that what I'm saying to you here is a surefire thing. It does not mean that you are guaranteed success and that you will pass the NPQ at the end of your 18-month journey. But at the same time, take my experience as someone who has earned the NPQ and is on the other side of the screen to be able to help you get the best that you possibly can out of this program. In each of our clips, I'm going to walk you through some of the major tasks as well, give you some tips and some guidelines to be able to get a good completion, in addition to how to make the best out of the program. You have to be in it to win it. You only get out what you put inside. So let's make sure that we do what we can with that. The first thing I would like to do is just to have a look at the very beginning when you have the induction. So depending on your particular platform, most of them will use something like Canvas. Watch the introductory video, and then the next thing you would want to do is to make sure that you introduce yourself on that introductory forum. Before you do that, please make sure that you go and update your profile. If you have an email address that you want to be using, if you want other colleagues and cohort members to contact you on that, you're free to do so. If there's a particular web address that you want people to use, again, you're free to put that as well too. Your leadership development coach is not allowed, however, under data protection guidelines to solicit that from you. I'm different than some other people. I'm happy to give people my WhatsApp number in addition to to my business email account, as well as my website, jasonheap.org. That's me. Not everybody else is happy to do so. Likewise, your instructor and your coach will never ask you for that personal information. That one is totally up to you. The other thing I would like to ask you when you get to the welcome form is to please put your photograph on the top. Professional photograph, whichever one you would prefer. I mean, this is give you an idea. Here's the photograph. That is my, almost like an official photograph, typical me, three-piece suit, waistcoat, etc., etc. And this is me in person, rugby t-shirts, other t-shirts that you'll see me on different videos with as well too. Take a moment to introduce yourself with your photograph. Let people see you. Half the fun of these courses is being able to interact with other people across the UK or even across the rest of the world, depending on the particular course that you're on. Let them see you. Let them have an opportunity to interact with you for who you are. The other thing at the very beginning of the course that's really important is to make sure that you have introduced yourself to the cohort. So in this case, I've just told people, hi, I'm Jason. I will be one of your leadership performance coaches for this particular cohort. Tell them something about yourself. I trained for the PGCE in Sheffield. I worked in places like Grimsby, South Yorkshire, East London, before I moved abroad to work as a head and other leadership roles in international schools. In this case, I'm also telling them about my background. My doctoral work is still the only in the world on the Cambridge International Curriculum, and it highlighted the perspectives of non-British teachers who struggled with the culture of the curriculum and how UK-trained teachers going about teaching. Throughout my career, I have met some outstanding, kind-hearted colleagues whose work focuses on student success. Since 2014, I've also owned my own consultancy and school improvement partnership and have had the opportunity of being able to mix travel with work. Yet at the same time, I tend to find my way back to places and people that are familiar to me. I'm looking forward to making your acquaintance here. Please post. Keep it upbeat. let people see a little bit about yourself. Help them understand your background. If you want to tell them about your university background, great. In that case, I chose to tell them that I did my PGCE at Sheffield Hallam. I could have mentioned the University of Oxford or another place that I went to university. Totally up to you. Help people make a connection with you as a human being, you as an individual. Tell them a little bit about your career. If you feel comfortable telling them, "Hi, I'm Nolan and I live in Gosport." Fantastic. If you want to tell them, "Yes, I'm the head of XYZ school in the middle of Gainsborough, Northeast Lincolnshire." Again, that's up to you as well too. You are in control of what you tell people. But again, help them make a connection. Help them see the journey that you have come from as a QTS trained teacher to either the gaffer or somebody who's aspiring to be the gaffer. The reason I say that, more than just connecting with human beings, there might be something apart in your journey that resonates with somebody else. And whilst they're reading your narrative and they're understanding your story, you want them to interact with you. I mean, here's a wonderful question that somebody interacted with them and they said, "Hello, you said that your son's at Oklahoma. A friend of mine is currently at university in North Central Texas. How is your son adjusting to that particular geographical area of the United States?" And the person wrote back and said, "Wonderful, glad to know that you have, friends in this area as well too. He's at Rogers State, just outside of Tulsa, studying psychology, mostly enjoying his work through the sport. He travels all over the Midwest of the United States with his university football team. Not American football, but football." Connection. And right there, you've made a friend, you've made a colleague who you can share the NPQ journey with. After you've done that, by all means, please go straight to the modules and start downloading all the files that they have. If you're the type of person like myself that needs to print it so you can annotate and write things on it, please do. It's not a requirement. But the one thing that is most important as well, the learn that and learn how to statements, which is something that I'll come up to again in another video coming up here soon, when we actually start looking at, what people are looking for in the NPQ. If you have any further questions about this particular video, by all means, go to my website, jasonheap.org. Write me a small email. I'll be more than happy to set up a time. We can either do Zoom or Skype, Google Meet, so that I can help you get the best out of your first impression on the course. Good luck to you, and please check out the next video for the next section of that NPQ.